We are live, and I'm going to try to get my moderator signed in. Let's see. Nope, that's not what I want. If you're joining in, forgive me. We're getting this set up. This is our first time doing a live, so I want to do it right. All right, I see my cat dog in there. We signed in early so we can get this worked out. I see you're here. I don't know how to add you, but I know you're in the other room. So if you can message on the live chat how it sounds in there, so we can know.
That one's your husband?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you have it going through your headphones? How's the sound? Yeah? Okay.
It's a delay.
It's a delay? Okay. Do you want me to close the door?
You're just now looking at me.
Okay. Just leave it cracked so if you have to walk in, if something happens during the live.
Tap on my name.
Well, I tried.
Click on his profile picture.
Yeah.
Where is that?
Comment on it.
Hmm?
Have him comment, and then
Can you comment? Okay.
click on his profile.
Hello, my friend in Florida. Okay. I'm trying to get someone added into moderating, my husband. So forgive me if you're joining in. We're getting all set up to do a live past life regression. I don't know what to do with this.
I don't know.
Well, guess what? You're right next door, so if something happens, you can come in and let me know. Is that good?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. For those of you joining and have patiently waited for this day, thank you so much for that. I want to introduce my guest tonight. This is Tina.
Hi.
And we are going to be doing the past life regression, and she's going to be the one receiving or journeying. I'm going to be guiding her through her session, and you will all get to see it live. And I'm going to explain some things before we begin. I've been doing this for many years, and the way this works, if you are one that doesn't think you can be hypnotized, think again. I can't hypnotize anyone that doesn't want to be hypnotized. However, all I have to do is change the wording to, I'm going to guide you on a guided meditation. And it is the same thing as hypnosis. Basically, I'm just going to relax Tina into a relaxed state with an induction. You'll get to see that. We're going to open up the chakras with some singing bowls, so you'll also get to experience that. And you can certainly participate as well. So if you want to find a comfy place to just relax, I'm going to do a healing induction. So if you're going through some stuff right now, you're going to experience some relaxation in your life. You'll probably sleep better tonight too. So
Yeah, those sound bowls.
yeah, I just did a sound bath last night, so
I should have went last night.
well, there's more. I do them every month.
Right.
Probably do a live singing bowl or sound bath on TikTok eventually. But tonight is the night for past life regression, and I've done a past life regression with Tina before, so I wanted to ask her to explain how it feels in general. What are you feeling when you're doing this? On that end.
On my part is, as I close my eyes, listen to the sound baths, the bowls, they vibe through my body. I feel more calm, feel clear-minded, and then as she describes things, like if there's colors, then I try to imagine those colors. I've been known as I use my third eye chakra quite often, so it's definitely a big bonus for me. So, and it just seems like I go through a tunnel, like, on the TV where you're going through a tunnel of galaxy. I catch that a couple of times. And the picture that may not look clear, but it's there in your mind. It's not going to be like on a TV screen, but it helped see some things.
Yeah.
It looked like a very dull painting, pretty much.
And you feel what's going on, or do you use all your senses?
I feel and I can smell, I can hear, which you said that doesn't happen very often, but I've caught a few names on the last ones, so I'm hoping that I'll be able to catch that too.
Good.
So
Yeah, and I am really nosy, and I want to know so much because I know she's going to want to know as much as possible. So I'll be asking all kinds of questions. I'm not going to be able to see the chat, but for those of you who are joining in to watch this, thank you. Thank you for the likes. Thank you for sharing it with your friends. But we're about to get started. I do explain to my clients that when they come in, after the induction and we start regressing backwards, once we pull up a first significant past life, it's going to come in feeling like you're making up the story. And the reason why it feels this way is because it's being dropped into your awareness so you can access it. And I always tell my clients, go with that story, whether you feel like you're making it up or not. We're going to start with that one, and the next thing you know, when you start to trust that intuition, it just starts flowing easily after that. Would you agree that it just
yeah,
comes?
when I thought I was in Paris, I'm like, psh, whatever. But I looked it up in the past life, and I really was in the 1900s. I was snuck into the ballroom that they had going on in that event, and it was real, and I was shocked by it. It was pretty amazing to see where I was actually at.
Yeah, a lot of clients will feel emotions associated with that, and I always let my clients know that you're safe, and if there's any time that you feel like it's getting too traumatic, I will ask you if you want to continue experiencing that or if you want to move along, and we'll just close that scene out and continue on, because sometimes we experience lives that are in contrast to how we are feeling and living our lives now. And what I mean by contrast is we're sometimes the bad guy, we're the jerk, we're the a-hole, whatever you want to call it. And we also experience lives for our spiritual growth. And so what happens is we come in to these lives either gender. And sometimes I have clients coming in and have interdimensional lifetimes, lifetimes on other planets, lifetimes from other dimensions.
I was curious actually about that. I didn't know if that's even possible.
Oh yeah, I've
like
had
having an alien moment.
Yeah, I've had some aliens in this chair. I've had some dragons in my chair, fairies and mermaids. The mystical realm is real. It's just existing in a different dimension. And if you are able to tune into that dimension, you will start seeing them, just like you can when you tap into your intuitive gifts. So with that said, thank you, Rich, for thanking everyone for watching. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and get started. I will be playing some singing bowls, so it might get a little loud. So be prepared. I have given Tina some shungite to hold, and hers are basically for grounding to kind of keep her now. And I'm holding some hematite. I don't always remember to do this in my sessions, but we're both very nervous. This is my first live, her first live. And before we begin, can you tell everybody your TikTok account so you can go follow her?
My TikTok is Teeny with 2 E's 0489. So a lot of it's about my boyfriend, who actually recently passed away about 6 months ago. And the last past life regression, I was out here actually looking for him, and we've connected in the past. So I'm an emotional person, so there will probably be a lot of tears. So
yes, we do experience emotions here, and when I'm guiding the past life regression, I am actually viewing the scene that you're describing to me, and like I'm there with my client. I'll be stepping in, kind of like that movie with Scrooge, where he goes to the past, present, and the future. This is exactly what I see too. I may see it from a different perspective, but I'm there in that moment with my clients. And a lot of times, my clients will say that I've appeared in their session too as a teacher or a guide or a mom. And I get emotional in those too, because I feel the same thing. And so yeah, I'm getting emotional now thinking about it.
You're right.
So what I'm going to have Tina do when she's ready, if you want to grab a tissue, I always keep tissues on the side,
Right.
just in case. Just make yourself comfortable, as comfortable as you can, and I'm going to make sure that you're on camera too. All right, how you feeling over there?
Good.
Okay, and so what I typically do in my sessions is once we finish regressing back in this life, I'll start recording, and this is after the induction and all that, I'll start recording from the past lives that come up. Or actually, when we start regressing, after the induction is finished, I will start recording so she can have a copy of the audio for tonight. And before we begin, do you give me permission to do this live on TikTok? I've never seen this happen before, so we're making history right now, at least on my account. I haven't seen it anywhere else, but so for those of you watching, thank you and enjoy. I'm glad you're here, and that's right. I always have a blanket because it gets cold when you start to relax.
Right. I'm one of those.
And you can get tears all over the blankets, whatever you, I wash them after everybody, so get that out of the way. I have I don't know if you can see it, probably can't see it that well in the camera, but I have a very heavy duty microphone that picks up cars passing by, so
Yeah.
it'll catch everything. Okay, so before we begin, I'm gonna have her visualize some colors and energies. We're gonna open up the top 2 energy centers or chakras, and these will help with clarity and focus during our session. So, and if you want to participate, you certainly can too. We're going to start with the third eye crystal singing bowl, and this is signified by the color indigo. So if you can leave your eyes open or not, however you can visualize.
Right.
Do it either way. But I'm going to have her visualize an indigo color energy right in the center of the forehead. This is where the third eye energy center is located. And I just want her to visualize an indigo color energy spinning in the center of the forehead while we open it up. For those of you listening, a lot of times I can feel or you can hear the sound of the bowl when it starts waving, like a kind of an out of tune sound, like a whoa, whoa, whoa. That means this chakra is out of balance, and I'll continue playing it. But hers sounds pretty straight. She's using her third eye quite a bit, so she's pretty balanced there. And next I'm going to have her move up to the crown energy center. This is at the top of the head, and I want her to visualize a violet color energy. This is out of balance when you have brain fog or learning difficulties, lack of wisdom. So I want her to visualize at the top of her head a violet color energy, and we're going to have her spin that while we balance it out and open it up. Doing pretty good. Sounds really balanced. Good job. And now we're gonna start with the induction, and what I do is a body scan, going from head to toe to relax all body parts. And what this is also gonna do is it's gonna release any attachment of anything that she might be holding in any of her limbs, because sometimes this is where we store trauma. And we're gonna release that so we can fully relax, and you can join in as well. So, you ready?
Yep.
All right. So go ahead and just relax, and I want you to focus on your head and all the muscles. Just relaxing your facial muscles, relaxing your brow and unclenching your jaw. Good job. Take a deep breath in. Thanks for reminding me. A little nervous, but we do start with some breathing first, which restarts the nervous system. allows for more clarity and focus as well. Good job. So just relaxing the face and the head, and anything that's been weighing on your mind lately, go ahead and release attachment to that so you can fully relax your head. And moving on down to the neck, allowing it to feel flexible. This is where your throat energy center is located. So if you have issues with speaking your truth or being heard, this is going to be a little bit out of balance. I want you to release any attachment to that, knowing that you can speak your truth. Moving on down to the shoulders. Just relaxing your shoulders. This is where we carry the world on our shoulders. So if you're feeling extra weight from carrying the world on your shoulders, or perhaps maybe your friends have used your shoulders to cry on, this is where it's going to manifest in the body.
Excuse me.
Taking a deep breath in again and release. Just relaxing those shoulders again, along with your face and neck. Any attachment to anything that you're carrying that doesn't belong to you, release that attachment right now. And moving on down the arms, all the way down to your fingertips, the left side and right side. Our arms are used to hold on to things or pick things up. So when we hold on to things in life, this is where it's going to manifest in the body. So if you have any attachment to that, holding on to something, go ahead and release it so you can fully relax both arms. Doing a great job. And then bringing your attention up to your chest, allowing yourself to breathe freely and naturally. When we experience issues with our chest or respiratory system, it's usually because we're feeling smothered or unable to breathe in our life circumstances. So go ahead and release any attachment to that so you can fully relax your chest. Good job. Moving on down to your abdomen and stomach. Just relaxing that area. This is where we house our emotions or stuff our emotions. Sometimes it'll look like irritable bowel syndrome. This is where it manifests because we're unable to digest issues that we might be experiencing in our life circumstances. So go ahead and release any attachment to that so you can fully relax your abdomen. And then bringing your attention to your back, your entire spine from head to tailbone, relaxing all those muscles. Our back is used to support our entire body. And so when we're feeling unsupported in our life circumstances, like our finances, or relationships, or work, this is where it's going to show up in the body as inflammation or pain. So if you have any attachment to that right now, go ahead and release it. Just fully relax your back. Good job. Moving on down to the hips, right side and left side. Just relaxing that area. Our hips are used to carry our children on, or dirty laundry. So if you're holding on to anything that's related to your children or other people's children having difficulties, go ahead and release that. Or if you're carrying too much of other people's laundry and drama, go ahead and release that as well, both sides. Moving on down to the legs, right leg and left leg, all the way down to your toes. Just relax all those muscles, releasing all tension. And our legs are meant to move us forward. So when we're feeling stuck or unable to chase our dreams, this is where it's going to manifest in the body. For instance, when you stub your toe, this is basically trying to get you to move into a different direction. So I want you to visualize any attachment that you have releasing. Just visualize in your mind, just walking forward, knowing that you have full capability of chasing your dreams. You always have. Good job. Go ahead and take a deep breath in for me and release. Allowing yourself to fully relax your entire body. We are going to take a trip into the emotional control panel. And this is where you can go to adjust any emotions that seem to be out of whack in your life. So I want you to visualize yourself inside of a room surrounded by all controls. Everywhere you look, it's just controls everywhere. This can be any color room, can look any way you want. It can be full of plants, it can be full of your family members, whoever you want there, or you could be there alone. So just place yourself there. And when you're ready, go ahead and take a walk to one of the walls. And I want you to find the dial on the wall that's labeled anxiety. And this is a dial, so you can see where you're at, high or low. You don't have to verbalize it, just take a look at it. And when you're ready, I want you to visualize yourself reaching out and turning that dial all the way down, turning that anxiety all the way down. Just allow that to leave the body as you turn the dial down. And next to that control, I want you to visualize one labeled fear. And just take a look where you're at on that dial, high or low. And when you're ready, visualize yourself reaching out and turning that dial all the way down as well, all the way down. And as you do, feeling the love build up inside of you as the fear leaves the body. And next to that dial, I want you to find the one that's labeled depression. This is also a dial. And take a look where you're at, high or low. And when you're ready, visualize yourself reaching out and turning that dial all the way down as well. All the way down. We all experience depression at some point in our life. And we have full access to these dials at any time. Just turning that all the way down. Good job. And let's walk across the room to the other side. And I want you to locate on the wall the dial that's labeled happiness. Brush off any cobwebs. Just take a look where you're at on that dial, high or low. And this time, we're going to turn that dial all the way up. All the way up, just allowing the happiness to surge through your body, because you've always deserved happiness. You always have. And you have access to turning that on every day. And next to that control, I want you to locate the one labeled joy. These usually go hand in hand. Just see where you're at on that dial. And when you're ready, visualize yourself reaching out and turning that dial all the way up as well, all the way up, allowing your body to feel the joy go through all your veins, having zero fear, zero anxiety, zero depression in this very moment, full of happiness and joy. let's travel to the center of your control room. And on the floor, you'll notice an X. Go ahead and step on that X for me. And as you do, I want you to visualize out of the floor coming a huge control, very heavy dial coming out of the floor, meeting you at hand level. And this control is labeled self-love. Most people don't even know they have access to this dial. So take a look at this dial and see where you're at, high or low. Whether you've been told you're unworthy throughout your life or you self-sabotage, we're going to change that right now. So I want you to visualize yourself reaching out and turning that dial all the way up, as big and heavy as this dial looks. You are strong enough to push that forward. Turn that dial all the way up, because you've always deserved love. Allow yourself to feel that hug from yourself, wrapping your arms around yourself, feeling the warmth and the love surge through your entire body. You're doing an amazing job. Let's go ahead and step off that X and allow that control to go back into the floor. And I want you to look out in front of you on the wall. And I want you to place a mirror in front of you. And just walk up to that mirror and look deep into your eyes. Look how beautiful you are. And I want you to yourself, as you're looking at your eyes in the mirror, say the following affirmations. And those are: I forgive you. I forgive you for all the mistakes that I've ever made, because there's no such things as mistakes. They're only life lessons. I'm sorry. I'm sorry it's taken me so long to get to this point. Thank you. Thank yourself for being there right now. And most importantly, I want you to look deeper into your eyes, as deep as you can, and just to yourself say these following words. These are the most important words that you could ever say to yourself. And those words are: I love you. I have always loved you, and I will always love you. Go ahead and step away from the mirror. And I want you to find the door to your control room and just notice the texture, the color, what it's made out of. We're not going to go through it yet. I just want you to visualize it, observe it, experience it. And when you're ready, I want you to watch yourself go through the door, heading down a hallway that leads to an elevator. Just make your way down to the elevator and step inside, allowing that door to close slowly behind you. And on the wall in the elevator, you'll notice a control panel of 10 floors, and each floor represents a level of relaxation. Level 10, or floor number 10, represents not being relaxed at all, and floor number 1 meaning you're fully relaxed. So when you're ready, I want you to visualize yourself reaching out and touching the floor that matches your level of relaxation, and let me know what floor you get to when you arrive.
My level 1.
Beautiful. Beautiful job. Just allow the elevator to pause there for a moment, because on the other side of that door, when we let the door open, you're going to step into a favorite recent memory. So just pause for a moment. I'm going to get ready to record. just allow that door to open slowly and step on through to that favorite happy memory that recently happened and describe the experience that you have.
I was hanging out with my son, and I was just coming in my room just trying to be goofy, just making sure I was okay. It was actually my birthday weekend, and he's my protector, so he made me feel like it was a good weekend, even though we both were sick. But I felt like he was so proud of how hard I tried.
What else do you remember about that memory?
He was dancing, being so silly.
Do you remember what you were wearing?
I was wearing a gray t-shirt. It had the Denver Broncos on it.
Right on.
He was wearing his blue shirt and gray shorts.
Do you remember the song playing? Or were you dancing to music in your imagination?
It was just his imagination, just him making up words. He just, he's got a big butt, so he's trying to show it off, so he thinks he's loud and proud about it. Just trying to be funny. So, I remember how calm and content, and after Greg passing and moving out of my mom's, I just felt like I was supposed to have a good weekend, but I guess I was just meant to be at home with him. Supposed to be relaxing like I was supposed to, and but just calm and content, like there was nothing to worry about in the world.
It's a beautiful feeling, isn't it?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Go ahead and thank him for showing up in this memory. We're going to go ahead and close this scene. Good job. We're going to go travel back to a childhood memory that has brought you great joy. We're going to arrive there in 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Where do you go?
I'm at my dad's. We used to go to the pool every summer. I have my sisters. I have my 2 stepbrothers, but for some reason I just feel my sisters. I think I've been looking forward to this because I forgot how fun it was with being with my sisters all the time. And I just remember it's a hot day in a cool pool. We were carefree, just wanted to be around each other, wanted to play, and the grass was so green, the trees were full. There's always songs on the radio.
Do you smell the grass in this memory?
I do, actually.
Good.
And the pool.
Mm-hmm. How old are you? First impression.
Someone's telling me I'm 12.
Okay.
Because after I got my kidney transplant.
Okay.
I think it was because it was my first time feeling alive after my transplant. And my sisters were there, and, you know, it just felt alive. I was happy to be there, be able to run around. I had scars, but I didn't care what people thought of what they were. Like, ask questions, and I just said it's just another battle scar.
Is that the way you feel about it now?
Yeah.
Good. You're very tough, very powerful. Let's go ahead and thank everyone for showing up in this memory. Send them all love. And allow the scene to close. Travel back to your mother's womb in 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Mother's womb. How do you feel?
Feel like I'm hugged like a blanket. Felt like last time. Felt comfort. felt warm. Just feel like there's nothing to worry about. All I hear is heartbeat.
Is it a strong heartbeat?
Very.
Is this yours or your mother's?
I feel like it's my mom's.
Okay. Can you hear yours?
Yeah.
Okay. Can you hear anything outside the womb?
It's just a humming sound.
Any voices? Okay. Feeling warm and comfortable. What else can you tell me about this?
I feel like, I don't know if I felt a beach, but I feel like that's what I hear. It's just waves with the heartbeats. Curled up in a ball.
Do you have any emotions right now besides feeling content and comfortable? Anything that
Feel
sticks
happy.
out? Happy? Good. Good. I want you to send love directly from your heartbeat all the way to your mother's heartbeat. Just send as much love and appreciation, extreme gratitude. We're going to go ahead and close out this scene. We're going to travel back to another significant lifetime in 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. First impression. Where are you?
I'm not sure where I'm at. I see flowers and water,
Okay.
like water lilies almost.
Look around. Describe your surroundings. Are you outside?
Yeah.
Okay. Just take a look down at your feet.
I see a pyramid.
Beautiful. Look down at your feet. What do they look like? Masculine or feminine?
Feminine.
Okay. And how old do you feel?
I'm wearing something white. A long dress.
Keep going.
I think I'm in Egypt.
Okay. Where are you going?
I see black hair coming my way.
Black hair coming your way? Is this a person?
Yeah. There's gold bracelets. She's reaching out for me.
Do you recognize her?
I don't.
How do you feel?
I feel like everything's okay, but I'm not sure where we're going.
Well, let's find out.
Walking through the water.
Okay. Keep going.
There's food, fruits, all around this balcony. Everything is white and gold. Hints of blue, like an indigo. It's a surprise party
For who?
for me.
What's going on?
Everybody's clapping. It feels good. I don't know. I don't hear very much, but I feel happy and content that everybody's going where they need to be.
Who else
There's
is
a
there?
man approaching.
Okay. Keep describing your experience.
His eyes are so blue.
Do you recognize him?
I feel like I do.
How do you feel about this person coming to you?
Like I love. Like I've been in love before.
How about now?
walking me away from the crowd. He's rubbing my cheek.
It's very endearing. Is he saying anything to you?
No, just looking.
Does he call you a name? First impression.
I don't hear it.
What do you call him?
I can't.
So you know he's a lover?
Yeah.
Is he a current lover as well? Or did something happen?
Saying some other time. I have to go back. He's not supposed to be there.
How do you feel about that?
Like it's okay because I'm gonna see him again.
Okay, good. Let's see what happens next. Go ahead and close that scene. We can move forward a bit and arrive at another event in the same lifetime in 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Be there now. Where are you? Where do you go?
I feel like I'm in the castle. I don't know if that's what they are. It's like a similar room, but it's a different one. It's all purple.
How old are you now?
I'm seeing feathers.
Okay. How old do you feel?
I feel like I'm in my 20s.
Okay.
Pretty young, early.
So this room that has purple, do you recognize this room?
No.
What else do you see in there?
I see a lot of plants.
Is there anyone else in the room with you?
Just a friend. She's one with a feather. She's saying she's trying to make me just relax and just drink. There's wine on the table.
Okay. Keep going. Describe your experience.
Feels like we need to get away from where we're at. Because we're trapped.
Why do you feel trapped?
It's not who we are.
Who are you?
Someone's telling me it's royalty.
Okay.
But she says that we need to get away. Because we are not people to be told to do. I just can't picture the room clearly. It's just see her and the table.
Okay. Well, let's find out what happens next. You both want to leave that place. Let's see if that happens. In 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Moving forward. What happens?
I see the ocean. Sunset.
Are you alone or does your friend come too?
Yeah. I see the van again. The one with that's blue and then sunflowers on the inside.
This is from a previous lifetime.
Yeah. I've seen this place before.
Spent many lifetimes there visiting, huh?
It's Florida again.
Okay. You've traveled really far.
It's like off of the Pacific Ocean. Or not. Yeah. Maybe. California.
So nice warm tropical climate?
Yeah.
Okay. What are you doing there now?
Sorry. We're smoking. Trying to figure out where we want to go next. Our thing is that we want to travel. Just starting a fire on the beach. As we're watching the sunset, it's like there's nothing to worry about. We're carefree.
Have you felt this feeling before?
Yeah.
What does it remind you of?
My best friend Sherry, when we go, every time we go to the mountains, it seems like it's outdoors we like to be doing. Or our feet in the water. I had to be in my early 30s.
So the friend that you're with now, do you recognize the soul as someone you know now in your current life?
Yeah.
Is this Sherry?
Yeah.
Let's see what happens next. Let's move forward a bit in that lifetime. In 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1, moving forward. What happens next?
I'm seeing trees, tall trees.
What else?
I'm seeing wings.
Keep going.
Cool colors, just calm. Forest green. Little huts.
Are we in the same lifetime, or have you traveled to another?
Feels like another realm.
Okay. How did you get there?
Some pixie dust, it seems like.
You mentioned you were smoking on the beach. Does this have anything to do with that, or have you moved forward in life?
Might be on the beach.
Just
Shrooms.
Okay. Taking you into other dimensions.
Yeah.
Keep going with your experience.
I feel like I'm floating. I keep seeing this man. Brown hair, green eyes, muscular, wearing only green pants. I don't know what they are. I see mushrooms all around.
Is your friend experiencing the same thing?
I'm hearing his name is Josiah.
Good. Does it feel like a spirit or actually someone in the physical?
Feels like a spirit. Hands me a sunflower. Says that the sun goes with the sunflower. And the light of the sun can light like fire.
How does that make you feel?
Good. You feel warm.
What else is going on?
There's just people all around me. They're just flying and calm and content. There's just flowers everywhere, all types. Nobody doesn't care what's going on. We just want to be happy and free.
Sounds pretty wonderful to me.
My skin's like a caramel color.
Describe how else you look. What color is your hair and eyes?
My hair is blue, but my eyes are green. I'm wearing a purple outfit. I feel like somebody's trying to pull on me, though. And I can't see who it is. It doesn't feel good.
Okay. Do you want to keep experiencing that and find out, or you want to move on?
Move on.
Okay. Let's go ahead and close that scene. Let's visit the last day in that lifetime of the Egyptian woman in 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Last day. What's happening?
I'm seeing a white horse with a guy on it. His name's Jeremiah.
Do you recognize this guy?
Looks like the same guy that left me, asking me to come with him.
How old are you?
I'm in my 40s.
That's pretty young. But is he in the spirit realm or is he in the physical?
In the physical.
So what happens then? This is your last day. What happens?
Right off in the dark, all you see is the stars and the moon is full. He said that the moon was supposed to lead us the way we're supposed to go.
Do you go?
I do.
Would you describe that experience?
Feels good to run away.
Are you still in your body?
Yeah.
Okay. How do you get to the stars in the physical form?
All I feel is cold sand. We lay somewhere out in the desert. It was a cold night. But we were both just watching the stars. And hoping that we can see everything through it.
So what happens?
I fall asleep.
Where do you go?
I feel like I'm floating away.
Did you leave your body?
I think so.
Okay. Just happened naturally. Good breath. Remembering that the soul is safe. Where do you go from there?
I feel like I'm heading to the stars.
Keep going. Just allow that to unfold in front of you. Just describe your experience. Sensing any emotions?
I feel free from everything.
Leaving the physical body behind.
Yeah.
Good. Is there anyone else?
Relieved.
Okay. Anyone anyone else there?
No.
Okay. Let's find out where you're going in the stars in 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Be there. Where are you now? Where do you go?
I don't know where I'm at.
Describe it to your best ability.
All I see is just a black space. And all I see is 2 eyes.
Do you know what these eyes are?
They're of me.
Okay. What do you see in those eyes?
I've seen hurt. I've seen happiness. There's a warrior. Been through a lot.
Is this you?
Yeah.
Does it feel like a life review or something different?
I feel like it's what's been going on lately.
Okay.
I've been ignoring who she was.
What is the connection of what you're experiencing right now and the lifetime you just visited? Is the warrior trying to show you something?
I'm indestructible.
You are eternal. Keep going. What else do you see or feel or experience?
That I've been through it all and I gotta keep pushing through because I have a story to tell.
You do. You do.
I gotta let go of everything.
Can you do that now? You can call in the higher self to help you with that. Breathe healing into your soul.
Maybe not fear of letting go, Greg. He's going to be there.
Mm-hmm. That's beautiful.
My son's never going to hate me.
Is that something
And I
you
know.
fear?
Yeah.
Mm.
I just gotta make sure I surround myself with the right people. Even if it is loved ones, sometimes you gotta let it go.
Yes. What else?
As soon as all that goes away, my happiness shall start. And everything will be as complicated as it has been
I bet you're
my
ready
whole
for that.
life.
Yeah. You're ready, aren't you?
Yeah.
Any information before we close this scene? Anything new?
I think I finally found my inner spirit.
And that's what you came for, huh?
Yeah.
Good. Just thank your inner spirit for showing up in this session.
And keep painting. I have so many ideas right now. I need to work on it.
Being creative is really good for you.
Yeah.
Kind of like meditation. Would you like to visit another lifetime?
Yeah, I'll go one more.
Okay. Let's go ahead and close out that scene. Take a deep breath in. You'll choose another significant lifetime in 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. New lifetime. Where are you?
I'm in a log cabin.
Okay.
Somewhere up in the mountains. It's just me.
Okay. What do you look like? Masculine or feminine?
I'm feminine.
Okay. What does your cabin look like? Look around and describe what you see.
There's a river that's flowing right in front.
Can you hear it?
It's calm, slowly flowing.
How old are you?
I'm in my 60s. It's supposed to be my happy place. Everything's green, the trees are flowing, the wind is warm. It's just for me to be there for nature.
I want you to visualize and focus on the life up until this point in your 60s. Was it happy? Describe what you experienced before this point. What do you remember?
I've seen a few deaths. I've seen a few babies born,
Are they yours?
families.
Okay. What about you?
I couldn't have any.
How do you feel about that?
It was heartbreaking. When I was happy, I was able to take care of everybody. But I found a place up the mountains and that forest. And it's my getaway place when I felt like I was overwhelmed. But everybody's welcome to come and hang out. But I want them to know that the world is a better place without electronics. We're fighting. Like there's no TV, there's no phones.
If you had to guess an era that you're visiting right now, what would you say it was?
In the 50s.
Okay.
I'm wearing comfortable clothes. Got all these gem bracelets all over my arms, necklaces.
You take
I guess
care
like make those flower headbands.
Okay. What does everyone call you? First impression. What's your name?
They call me Harmony.
That's a beautiful name. Did you ever marry?
Yeah, that's one of the deaths. I lost my husband.
How old were you when that happened?
In my 40s.
Did you remarry?
No.
Thinking back to your husband, do you recognize him as someone else that you've had an experience with?
Feels like the guy that I've been talking to. Sweet, charming, wrote me every day. I have a box full of letters, like a treasure chest, with all these letters, the flowers he got me.
What did you call him? What's his name? First impression.
Jeremiah.
Okay.
I think he was Indian, Native American.
Mm-hmm. How did you meet? Should have focused back on that time era and that part of your life. Take me to that day.
I was traveling on a horse, and I came across this land. I was lost, and I didn't know where I was going. This beautiful guy just comes up and asks if he can help me. Long black hair. Eyes are like the gold. He's asking if he could just come with me and find places to go, find new land. That's where I went, was the land that we picked. That's where I stay.
Up in the mountains?
Yeah,
Your happy place?
it's my happy place.
I want you to remember the love that you carried in your heart. Knowing that you're able to still communicate.
It smells cedar wood.
Okay. What do you think is bringing that smell in?
He built it with his own hands.
Okay. What did he build?
The log cabin. A small, one place.
How did he?
Buffalo skin as our curtains. I painted on them.
What did you paint?
Nature, everything I see.
Mm-hmm. Were you good at it?
Yeah.
Very creative you are in this life. How did your husband feel about not having children?
He said he was okay with it. It gave us more time to be together.
Mm-hmm.
We're able to travel, been to a few places. We were young, seems like.
Mm-hmm.
I was just a teen. Ran away from home.
What were you running from?
Just felt like it was always negative at home. My parents were always fighting. I had siblings, but I don't know where they went. We all wanted to live together, but we all went our different ways. But we found each other again. I had nieces and tons of nephews. And they were happy with me being the great aunt. Feels like my life now, in a way.
We do repeat patterns. Let's go ahead and close that scene and let's visit the last day in that lifetime. In 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Last day. How old are you?
68.
Okay, let's progress a little bit. What's happening on this day?
I wasn't feeling well.
Where are you?
I'm in my log cabin.
Is there there anyone else there?
My whole family.
Okay.
My siblings, my nieces, my nephews. A few family and friends. They just want to make sure I was comfortable.
Do they know this is your last day?
Seems like it, feels like it.
Do you know this is your last day?
I told them that if nature wants me, I know when it will.
I want you to listen in on the conversation of your family members surrounding you and just observe what they're saying. What are their messages to you on this day?
Your love you's been the best. You've shown the way. Made an impression. Know how to steal a heart. Lots of kisses and hugs.
Are you able to communicate today? Do you say anything to them?
I'm thankful for them all.
I want you to enjoy the love that they're all bringing into you. Just reflect back on your life. Was this a good life?
It was a great life.
Good. Are you ready?
I see my husband.
You ready to go? Ready to join?
His hand reaches out.
Go ahead and take your last breath in that lifetime. Deep breath in. Good job. Allowing the soul to leave the body safely. Where does he take you? Where do you go?
Straight to the stars.
How does it feel there?
Relieved. Ready for another adventure. Feel like I'm floating.
Where do you go into the stars? What is your destination?
Just white room.
What's happening in there?
Seems like there's everybody reuniting.
How do you feel?
Feel good.
Like a homecoming?
Yeah.
Good. Listening on the conversation, is there any dialogue going on?
I just have family and friends giving me hugs.
How do you see them? Do they look like a physical body, or describe what you see?
Like just a floating faces. They're not clear, but
Do you know who they are?
I can feel it.
Yeah. What else is going on here? What happens next?
My husband that I left with gave me to this guy. Looks like Greg. Feels like Greg.
Mm-hmm.
And he says if we're ready for another adventure. We're ready to go into his... Looks like a slide.
So what do you do?
I'm just waiting to see if I'm ready to go yet.
Do you plan this out ahead of time before you come into the body?
Yeah,
What are you coming to learn?
just realize that I'm the way to show people that life is not always that as hard as it seems. I have a purpose every time I come.
Of course. What are you planning the next time?
I don't know.
Where do you go?
I'm sitting on an edge, staring at. It's all white behind me, but it's all dark in front of me. I see purple and blue.
Do these color have meaning
And
to you?
smoke. And I see red.
How do these colors make you feel?
They make me feel like just keep looking for the same thing. I'll find my way. Just believe in the signs.
You need to be able to recognize those signs when you come into a new body.
Yeah.
What do they look like? Describe that to me.
Just the feelings. Obviously, mountains and the beach is a big thing. You need to be carefree. Don't let nobody turn you down.
What does that mean?
That I need to stay positive all the time.
What happens if you can't? Is there a sign for that?
Just look for the light. Any kind of light. If it's the brightest star in the sky, if it's the sun, if it's something that's in a river.
Is it a feeling that you get?
Don't feel so tense. If I feel relieved, it's all gonna be okay.
Mm-hmm. Would it be okay if we call the higher self forward to answer any questions?
Like,
It's a message for Tina. Would it be okay to bring a message for her for today?
that I'll always be strong and I know what to do.
Anything else?
Anxiety and depression comes and goes. It just puts you in check that you still feel. But you still can beat it. Just don't hold on to it longer than you need to.
What else can you
It's
do?
all gonna be okay.
Of course.
Just try again. I'll make it through.
What should she be doing now?
I don't know.
Is there going to be signs for her to follow? Can you help her with that?
She's been noticing the signs.
Good. Good. Is there anything else she needs to know?
She'll be happy again. And she's doing great.
Anything else?
No.
Are we complete?
Yeah.
Thank you to the higher self for stepping forward for the message. We're going to call Tina back. deep breath in. We're going to make our way back to this current reality. Just allow your eyes to adjust to the lighting. You beat me. You got a little emotional there. You've seen and recognized some people.
Yeah.
How do you feel?
Oh man, this was a little bit more intense than I thought.
How do you feel?
Good.
You cold?
A little bit. Yeah, I just got the chills.
Yeah.
I don't know if you heard I felt my stomach was rumbling the whole time.
I didn't hear it.
Oh my goodness. Yeah.
You feel like you got some answers that you came in for?
Yeah, I definitely did. I don't know what other rooms I was in, but
You'll be able to visit this again because we're
that's
recording.
probably why I'm so obsessed with fairies.
Mm-hmm.
Trying to get my paintings in. So yeah, definitely.
Do you have any words for our viewers?
Yeah, it may sound crazy, but they're there.
I've seen them myself. And typically at this point, when we're completing the past life regression, I usually go into more depth, but being that it's live right now, kind of being a little cautious of being, some private stuff coming out, but this is why we ask permission ahead of time. But I'll stop the recording on the computer or the audio that we're recording for her, and I will watch the chat to see if anyone has any questions for her or for me. And my daughter's in there. I didn't know she was gonna be watching. Hi, Raylyn. And Cat Dog, my husband. If anyone would like to follow my husband, Cat Dog XXX, he's been moderating this live tonight. Send him some love. Thank you all for showing up. I'm going to stop the recording. I'll be right back. Okay. And I'll rename that and I'll send it to your email.
Okay.
And see if there's any questions. No questions, just this was amazing to see. Thank you. Thank you for watching and kind of seeing a different view. If you've never experienced anything like this before, it's actually quite a natural experience. Would you say it just feels like a daydream or something different than that?
Definitely daydreams, it seems like. But seems like lately, when I plan this, I've just been trying to meditate and remember all my feelings and felt a lot of it, for sure.
Yeah.
So.
Good. Okay, so I was going to say something, but I forgot. But I'm going to... And Crazy Kit, thank you for staying up. I know it's past your bedtime, so thanks for chiming in. And all my other friends that have joined in and started a TikTok account today just to watch this. Love you guys, and I thank you. We're hoping to keep this going, and thank you for the gifts. Thank you for the tips. This is going to help keep this going. I want to do this every Sunday, and I will be pulling random people out of the viewers to see if they would like to experience it and call them in. They'll have another screen, another screen up on like side by side. I think I'll have to research doing this before it happens, but I want to be able to give other people the experience that normally wouldn't have that experience, because it's such a unique way to look for life patterns, to see what it is that we continue doing and what we need to change in this lifetime so that we can move forward rather than staying stagnant and having the same experience over and over again, because we will keep experiencing the same lessons until it's learned. Hello from Alaska. Thank you for all the likes. Oh, thank you so much. And I want to thank Tina for, she's also a follower on my TikTok, and she walked into my office not that long ago and said, "Are you really going to do that live on TikTok?" And I'm like, yeah, I want to do that. And she goes, "Can I be the person that does it?" And at the moment I was thinking of just calling someone randomly, but I'm like, her and I've had a session before, and so I thought for the first session it would be comfortable, someone that I've already experienced this with, that knows how to tap into that. So when you're first coming in to do this type of experience, I tell people it's going to feel like a fake story coming forward. And at the beginning I was telling it feels like a fake story because it's being dropped into your awareness to experience. And I say, go with that fake story, and once you learn to trust that information coming in, it's just going to start flowing naturally. Is that how it happens for you?
Yeah.
And everybody experiences it a little different. If you're a visual person or a person that just knows or feels, you'll experience it in different ways. So I typically like to use that language, what are you experiencing now? And I usually try to introduce that throughout the whole session. Let me see if I can scroll.
The only difference about this one is that I didn't hear as many names like the last time.
And that's okay. Sometimes we get a little, well, we're doing live. There's a little bit of nervousness going on both our parts. So it doesn't always happen, and that's okay. The names are really kind of insignificant, but sometimes we want to know names so we can do more research and to see if we can pull up information by, Googling it. I've had lifetimes where I've Googled the information and it just would shock me at how accurate the information is that comes through. You're being thanked. Crazy Kids thanking you, Tina. And thank you, Wild Interior Woman. I love these sessions because it is amazing. Thank you for joining us and experiencing this. And look at all those hearts flying. Thank you, thank you, thank you.
It just seems like, the last ones too, when you ask me when I'm leaving, I'm always surrounded by my family. No matter how much I try to get away, they're still there.
we each come in to play a specific role in each incarnation. And so sometimes they may not be family members. They may be a best friend or a brother. One of my viewers tonight has been a brother of mine in a former lifetime, and this is how we met. We are actually classmates and colleagues, and he's got a very familiar energy about him, and I know there's been experiences before, and I just want to send him some love for watching. And let's see, Denise, nice to meet you. Thanks for joining and enjoying the session. I'll be doing this every Sunday, same time, 7 p.m. So those of you who go to bed early, you're not required, you don't have to watch, but we would love to have you again. And like I said, I'll be randomly selecting. I already know the next person that I'm going to call forward, a woman in Florida, and I will be talking to her this week just to kind of not practice, but just to kind of grab figure out how to do the side-by-side live. I think I just call her in. I'm not sure, but I will know by then, and then I'll just start randomly picking people. Now you can decline. You don't have to do this. I know it's kind of nerve-wracking, but what about the woman on your? It's amazing to know everyone's showing you so much love. Oh, she was talking about the woman on your last day being surrounded by your loved ones, and just showing you all that love. And unfortunately, it doesn't always happen that way. I've had regressions that they've died in battle. They've been in different. Brandon's coming to Colorado for his. Okay, all right, let's do it.
Definitely do it.
You can lay in this chair. It's not always a pleasant past life experience. Like I said, some of my clients experience lifetimes that have been in contrast, where they're the bad guy. They have hurt people and they have just done unmentionable things. Hi, Tina.
I think that's my
Sweet.
friend Leticia.
Okay. Okay, I'll let's do it. Let's do it. I don't know.
If your stomach rumbles, don't worry. When, like Tina told me when she was giving me massages, that it's normal because that means that your body's actually relaxed and it's going through things that it's supposed to naturally do. So,
have I ever had anyone pass gas
I
during
my
a session?
just rumble the whole time.
Actually, I have. Your stomach was rumbling because you get so relaxed in that state. Do I make a big deal out of it? Heck no. Heck no. Have I ever made any sounds myself? I've coughed in a session when I was doing the throat. When you visualize your body relaxing, sometimes the physical stuff happens as you're going through that. The big energy, of course, yes. Thank you, Jordan. Thank you for saying it's a great session. Dr. Jordan, he just started his account today. This is my colleague and classmate out in Utah, my little brother. If you have any more questions, I will be happy to answer them. If not, I'm going to let Tina get back to her son. Do you have any questions for me?
Just curious on why I felt stuck, like the fairy thing. Like, why did I feel like I kept moving because I felt like somebody kept tugging at me. So I seriously felt like I was laying like all sideways.
Sometimes, wasn't sure if you were describing an experience from eating mushrooms and maybe you were kind of being pulled back into the physical after that. I couldn't tell, but I think what happens is when she's going to listen to this audio later on, and what this does is it opens the portal to your Akashic records, all your memories. So when you listen to the audio again, it's going to make more sense. It's going to take a while to put all this together, but in the next few days, months, a year from now, this will make more sense to her, and more information will come forward. So the question that you have right now, it's going to get answered eventually. You can also sit in meditation with that question and trust your first impression always. That is the guides and your guardians and your loved ones that are on the other side bringing you information. So trust that it's going to happen. Actually, I have something fun to do. This isn't going to give you a right answer though, but
the Book of Answers. This is an amazing thing.
Yeah,
I love it.
Something that we love to do in the office is this Book of Answers. I know it's backwards, but if you're ever in doubt, this is a very fun, intuitive tool that we use, and the answers are not always something that you want to hear, but this is a love-hate relationship in our practice here. My estheticians next door to me will have a question. I'm like, well, go get the book. Go get your answer. And they'll think of a question, and then they'll just open up the page to an answer. It might not be what you want to hear, but if you thought of a question before I open the page, that's for you, just so you know.
It was funny because I had a friend of mine do one of the answers. She asked it 3 times, and her answer each time was like, you really don't care. Just like, honestly, I don't. I lost it after that. I was like, you're the person who just don't care about what's going on. And she's like, I just thought I'd give it a try. But obviously, it really is the Book of Answers, so.
Even if it's just for fun. I actually like to trust it because it takes me on new adventures. May not be fun, but it's fun to start trusting your intuition.
See, I'm a Sagittarius, so I'm very adventurous, and it seems like no matter what I'm doing, I'm always, it's not what do you expect, you know, like I wanted to be a military travel nurse. No, I've been on a travel of dialysis, the transplants, partial hysterectomy, all these health issues, dated a really bad toxic relationship, dated an alcoholic.
A lot of those contribute to your health issues, too.
Now I'm talking to a guy that's had problems that wasn't even his issue, you know? It's like, I don't know.
Well, all the healing that you've done and your story is going to help ignite the interest in healing in other people. So like what I tell people, I am a light worker because I shine my light to help ignite it in other people's lives. And I have people tell me all the time, oh, I love being around you because your energy is just so loving. And that's what I carry in my heart all the time. I don't care what you've been through or what you're going through. This is your journey, and I'm going to love you through it no matter what. So I may kind of boundary myself away from just the toxic people. I've had to learn to do that, and had to learn to say no. That is very hard to do, but it is doable, and it can take you into different life experiences once you start healing from the inside out. It said you'll have to compromise. Was that did anyone ask a question? Did that appeal to any, or that answer grab anyone's attention besides you'll have to compromise? Thank you for all the likes. Appreciate all of you.
Yeah, I definitely need to do more things on TikTok, because most of it's about Greg, but I feel like I need to, because I like to do tarot cards, you know. I want to get more into my paintings and do a lot more like that. And then a lady thinks that I could be a medium too. Like,
you are.
I'm just need to find
the moment you believe that is
Yeah.
when the magic happens. So can you tell everybody again what your TikTok is, so you can go follow her channel too, give her some love, just tell them how to find you.
Teeny, TEENY 0489. So
Yeah, go follow her, give her some love.
mostly
And,
have my son or my recent boyfriend on there, just because they're my goofballs. So
Brings you happiness.
Yeah.
Yeah. Let's see, Tina, what was PG? I don't know. I don't really understand what that means.
PG 0489.
Okay. Did it teeny? Or, yeah. Can you tell me again what it was?
Teeny 0489. Yes, that bottom one.
So Mama
From
Kitty got it
Mama.
right. Yes.
Yes.
Go ahead and follow Tina. Show her some love.
Okay, I thought Paige, but I wasn't sure.
Okay.
Yes, that's it.
I don't know abbreviations that well. My teens can tell you what that means, but I was like, whoa, goes over my head. All right, let's see. Any other questions before we stop our live tonight? Let me go back. Oh, the question or the answer that we pulled up, it did resonate with somebody, so.
Yeah.
I'm just scrolling back, so sorry.
Lessons to learn every time.
Every lifetime. Thank you for sharing this. I'll be watching. Thank you. Thank you. I look forward to continuing seeing you in these sessions. Maybe you'll be next.
Right?
Yeah.
Don't be afraid to try things.
Yeah. It's a lot of times when people have the stigma of, oh, I have to be in a deep trance to experience this. No, you don't. You just have to be relaxed, because what happens when you relax is the conscious mind steps aside so you can access your subconscious, which is where your Akashic memories are. Thank you. Thank you for the gifts and tips. I appreciate that. It's going to keep us on here doing them every Sunday, so thank you for any contributions you can make. Not required, but I do love them, so thank you. And yeah, we're gonna go ahead and bid you farewell and send you out with love. Hope to see you next Sunday. Have a beautiful night. If I could figure out how to stop this. I don't know how to stop it. Anyway, love you.